Right, now, the water fountain at the bottom of the hill, you can see the tree in the middle, there's a group of dogs there. We're going to walk down this path. It's not a route that we take often. So anytime with him I do anything which is novel, he gets excited about it, which is fine. So we're going to walk down this path towards the water fountain so that he can get a drink, and we'll see how we go. Okay, so he's seen the dogs there. He's just seen them looking at the dogs. We're going to continue to walk forward. Easy pup. Attaboy. Just calling him in. Attaboy, pal. Now, when I call him back in, alright, still want to acknowledge that, so I'm telling him he's done the right thing. It doesn't have to be about food all the time. I will stop and let him sniff here, because if he's doing that, he's not racing down the hill towards these dogs. So again, from the last point about being present, we're in no rush to do this. We're out with our dog to go for a walk, so just, you know, chill. And now you've seen that these dogs, this is what right, so this is what these moments are for. Okay, lovely, nice. We're going forward, easy. There we go, good boy, son. Lovely. I will pay that, and I'm going to put some in the grass so that he searches for it, because that will bring him down. So you saw him start, his body language starting to rise there, because his pace picked up. I made a couple of mistakes because he wasn't ready to move and I continued to walk forward. So I'm going to bring him down again. And again, I'm trying not to, one of the things is, I'll say is, your dog doesn't pay for the mistakes that we make. Right, so this is where he wants to be just now. He has the freedom to move forward. Lovely. When he checks in with me, we're going to move forward. I'm just walking at a nice relaxed pace, see what he does here, and you can see that's the group of dogs that he's moving towards. Easy, pal. Right, now for this, everybody's sanity here, we've got the two little dogs here. I'm just going to wait until everybody's passed. So you've got the dog walker there with 5, 6 dogs, which is cool. The other 2 dogs moving across our path, the 2 terriers, and then mum and the little girl with the cockapoo, Saffy cross. I haven't got my glasses on. Terrier cross at the drinks fountain. Okay, lovely, son, well done. Right, so he does engage with me, we can move forward, which means he's relaxed enough that he's not bothered about the dog. He had a nice little sniff there. Easy. And this is about the water now. Okay, so it's about him needing a drink. Oh, a Staffy cross, actually. Easy, pup. This is as far as he's getting. Right, now I will not go any further forward. Sonny. With this dog, and it's because the little girl was handling the dog. Okay, so we've got a relatively powerful dog with a child handling it. Nothing wrong in and of itself, but let's keep everybody safe by not putting that party or us in a position where something adverse might happen when that little girl's got the lead. Okay. Okay, so they're still there. We've continued to do this, and we'll just wait. And if they're there for more than a couple of minutes, then I'm going to ask them if they can move away so that we can get in. It's just to keep everybody relaxed. Okay, so it's had his drink and we moved on. Very often we get this when I come out with the intention of getting video, the Murphy's Law starts playing into effect, and I don't get the conditions that I'm looking for the learning points. So I'd rather it was a little bit busier today so that we can do more greetings so that I can show you what I do. However, I've given you some thoughts on it. So again, lots of dynamic risk assessment. When I say risk assessment, there's risk to everything. There's risk in driving a car and going to work and getting involved in a relationship and, you know, having a difficult conversation with somebody. There's risk in everything, but you are calculating that, and then based on the likely outcomes and your ability to get those outcomes. So with the dog walker, with the 6 dogs, that's not any position that we need to go into. For everybody's sake, yeah, can we just step back for a second and go, can I make this life easier, or make this situation easier for myself and him, okay, because it's, you know, who I'm most concerned with first, him first, all right, and then can, in doing so, or as well as, can I make this this scenario easier for the person, so the dog walker there, for example, or the family with the staffy cross that the little girl was handling. Okay, so we've got, we don't have to do everything, and I know it's just, I wonder where it came from, that we have to, everybody wants world championship performance from their dog without the effort in order to get there, and the dog's welfare in mind. Well done, son. Atta boy. So you went to go through the gap in the fence there and thought differently of it, so I am going to pay that. Okay, as I'm coming up here, so that's the cricket field to my right, and there's a corner there. There is, I saw the little boy on the bike coming over because I looked over that hedge to the other side. So just again, being aware of your environment so that you can observe potential hazards without being hyper aware. Okay, so it looks like Gran with the wee one. I imagine it's Gran. Yep. Alright, he's staying with me, little boy on the bike, and he'll walk past here. When I first got him, he'd have been back in the lead here. Bub up. Atta boy. And it's something interesting in the big grassy area across there that he's interested in. Atta boy, this way, pal. Right, so there's a dog there, okay? Lovely, son, well done, pal. Lie down. Lie down. Down. Good boy. There we go. Okay, now, towards the end of the walk. So we've been out now for 45 minutes or something like that. Getting to the end of the walk, there's a party out there in the middle, and I don't take the risk with this. I don't take the risk because we've had a really nice walk so far. Now that he's tired, more likely to start making mistakes, and that's the same as with all of us. So I'm teaching myself how to play the piano just now, and I know when I start making more mistakes than normal, I need to take a break. Now, when do those happen? Those happen when I start getting tired. So when I start getting tired, I start making mistakes. Making mistakes gives me an indicator that I'm tired. So we've got that feedback loop there. So that party across there, I still can continue to do some work with them. Easy, pal, fix that. There we go. Lovely, on you go. But I'm not taking the risk that he runs off and hoofs it into that party. Now, you saw there was no indicators from him that he was going to. None, you know, because he was staying with me, sniffing the grass, moving when I moved, moving with me. There's a dog there, easy. This is what I'm talking about, right? So running dog, and again that's interesting because that's probably about me thinking about that party and not being present in my environment. Right, now he's seen the dog there, I just stopped him. If I bring the ball out here, which I might do, in fact, I'm not going to because he's too tired. If I bring the ball out here, I would be able to get him engaged with me, but I'm happy with this just now. So it was just a gentle touch in the lead there to move him stop him from moving forward. And my options here, okay? I move past the other dog. The dog is settled and the ball is not on the go just now. So you're all right? Yeah, cool, thank you. All right, so the young woman went to put the dog back in the lead here, and we'll just see what happens, okay? Because I know he's cool. Now, I will do that. That's just to break his focus. Hi there. Right, wee one's not interested, she's going to walk past. Maybe, no. Well done, son. Lovely. Right, so what I did there was, when that couple were walking past with their dog, was I just said to them, they went to put the dog back in the lead, and I just said to them, it's totally cool. Alright, now if they'd have put their dog back in the lead, I would probably have walked on, but just for the purpose of this video, I wanted to see, will that cockapoo come in and say hi, easy pup? And the answer was no. So when I asked the question recently on Facebook about, do you allow off-lead greetings and on-lead greetings? This is the stuff that I'm talking about and the decisions that we make all the time. Yeah, so hopefully this has been useful for you. We're going this way, come on. And back to the car. Okay, so thought the last clip was going to be the last bit. Somebody's left the poo, I'll pick that up. But as we're going back to the car through these trees, one of the things that and it's just a light goal, can you walk around me without being in the lead all the time? And what I'm doing here as I'm walking back to the car is I'm seeing again how he is responding to stuff. That's the crow. This way, pal. Sonny, come on. Now, it's now the traffic. Okay, so that's what that is now. Good lads, come on in. Ordinarily, this doesn't happen. And I'm not saying that just because the video is on. He is spooked by the traffic today, and I'm going to have to get him back. Sonny Jim, ready? Right, so that's the ball going out. Okay, so that was absolutely avoidance of traffic behaviours he was doing there. And I'm going to get him back on the lead. So yeah, he's just spooked by the traffic for some reason. It is a wee bit louder today, just maybe because of the way the wind's coming in. And I'll go and get him. Okay, now, you saw there, proximity was low because he started moving away. I'm just going to build up some proximity here with the game of ball. Oh, you ready? And also, he can still hear that traffic there, but I'm getting him doing something else here which is significantly more positive for him. Oh, get it. So just getting this game of ball going. Ready? Oh, good lad, ready, get it. Sorry about the camera work, folks, because the video is not my priority here. So again, if I decide to publish this, it's a gift from the two of us to everybody watching that, and I don't mean that in any arrogant way. I don't need to show you this stuff. Good boy, son. You coming? Good boy, get it. Like showing how we easy, how we get round this when these things do happen, and they will invariably they're invariably going to happen with your dog because your dog is a dog. Okay, so foot down on the ground so that I'm not going into a bun fight with him over the toy while I pick it up. And he's tired and he's stressed, so no doubt somebody in the comments will turn around and you can't get it off your dog without using food. I don't really care about your opinion of it. Right, he's tired, stressed by the traffic, and he's done a brilliant job up until now. If you've watched the rest of the video, or if I've attached this to the other video, and again, his welfare is my priority here. You're wondering why this is all sandy. There's a concert and they've replanted. It's at a public park as well before you start moaning at me. I'm standing on the seedlings. Okay, it's just grass. It'll grow back, and I didn't do it intentionally. So wind your necks in. What do you smell? Can you find it? What do you smell, pal? Okay, now, changing conditions of that. So you saw just before I started playing with him the ball when he did run off, and he ran off because he could hear the traffic there. And playing with him, relaxing, having a game, understanding him, and then putting him back in the lead, and he's now relatively happy walking back to the car with me. So see, when I was talking about not taking unnecessary risks, this is what I'm talking about. I now have to be aware of the next time, because sometimes he walks back through this avenue and is totally fine and will walk back to the car and jump in. Other times he's not, and today was one of those other times. So I have to build that into the next time I'm doing it. Easy. Wait there, and again, now, see, because he's tired. Because he's tired, the training starts. You're fine, pal. Okay, so wee one wants to come in and say hi. Nice conversation between the two of them. Lovely. Gently, gently. The wee one's likely to go to leave now. Yep. Okay, little tension in the lead there. Now there's none. Okay, there's a Labradoodle or some doodly oodle coming into the right. That's what he's looking at across there. Now wee one might not be leaving in case he gets jumped on again. Sonny. There we go. And is that the reason? No, I don't think that's the reason. I think the wee one was just hanging about. Okay, so he's now much more interested in the doodle. You can see the two vans there on the other side of the fence. So we will manage this as we get by. So being aware of these things, easy pup. When folk talk about training their dog in front of me, yeah, you can do this with your dog, well done. All right, he can't do this yet. And that's fine, yeah, because just help him work through it. This way. Going to get us into the bin. This way, pal. Sonny. This way. Okay, Doodle's on the other side there. That's him looking at Doodle. This way, pup. Thank you. Atta boy. And then back to the car. So my number plate isn't in it. They come looking for me. Right, pup. There we go. Okay. So, any questions, comments, let me know.